What's up, people? What's going on, everybody? Welcome. You already know. Come step outside the box. Appreciate you guys joining us. Another episode 38. We 38 in, people. This is admirable, man. This is admirable. I'm happy about that. I'm in the studio right now with one half of the CEOs, the Swiss Army knives, the head honcho, the jack of all trades, the editor. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Blacksmith 24/7, y'all. Give it up for Blacksmith 24/7.
Thank you.
We're gonna be reacting to some comments. As you know, people who have been here. First off, thank y'all. I gotta stop second guessing myself. It was a different name I was gonna call y'all, the long runners, but that don't sound as flashy. But people who've been here from the start, first off, thank y'all. People who coming in. Y'all heard about the podcast or whatever, or somebody shared it to you. Welcome. If you're watching this a year from now, you just catching up. You know what I mean? Maybe we in the middle, in between season 2 or 3 or something like that. You just catching up on episodes. Welcome, whatever. So recently, to be more exact, right? So I did an episode. We did an episode probably a year ago where I talked about the gap tooth legends of all time, top 10 gap tooth people of all time. I said something about Arnold Schwarzenegger, how I think white people probably said Schwarzenegger just so they could get away with it. And then people had comments, critical comments all up and down my YouTube. Did an episode about that. Previously, we did an episode about the Black Pass. You know what I mean? Once again, this is a podcast where we laugh, educate, motivate. You know what I mean? It's rooted in comedy. We're going to sprinkle in some education and some motivation, whenever the spirit hits us, you know what? we're going to let you see it for yourself. I made a comment during the episode of the Black Pass regarding people who I thought qualified for the Black Pass. And we're going to show you. We're going to let you see it for yourself. I don't need to build it up. All right, here we go. We're going to show you right now. We're going to show you some examples of who I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Bill Clinton. Young people might not know this, but this was our very first black president. People laugh, some people got mad. Some people that it triggered a couple people. Personally, I recognize that as a joke. I know what I meant when I said it. I know growing up in the 90s, black people were pretty fond of Clinton. You know what I mean? I remember watching comedy shows where people would, make jokes about him and Monica Lewinsky, or, how Bill Clinton kind of resembled, he had nigga tendencies. You know what I mean? Certain nigga tendencies and stuff. How he talk, he real cool and stuff like that. We're all pretty sure he smoked weed. You know what I mean? Just funny stuff. You know what I mean? So with that intellect, with that information, I made that comment. Thought it was funny. I still think it's funny. Talking about him possibly being a black person as far as, qualifying for the Black Pass. And if you haven't seen that episode, go ahead and check it out. Episode 36, the Black Pass Explained. However, some people were not fond of what I said. Some people heard that and saw it as an opportunity to invite me to further educate myself. To those I appreciated. Some people saw that comment, that video, and saw it as an opportunity to criticize, or pretty much, well, we're gonna see it. Everybody had different intentions behind their comments, and the ones that we're gonna show you, I believe you can see their intentions and what they wrote. There were on a different scale, there were some comments that YouTube kind of hid from me. And then I went in YouTube Studios and was able to actually look at all of the comments. And none of them were like death threats, nothing like that. But a little bit more extreme. I can see why they got, you know what I mean, moved to the side. However, before we get into the comments, I want to show you guys some improvements. You know what I mean? Something that I'm very proud of. I hope I'm not okay. I hope I'm not throwing you for a loop, but it's, you know, I think you should celebrate achievements. You know what I mean? Certain milestones. You know, we've been doing this for about, you know, altogether, I think it's about 2 years, but 1 year with this this podcast, Outside the Box. But you know, it's part of the journey. Some videos you're gonna get a lot of views, some you might not. You know what I mean? It's all about piquing people's interest, but more importantly, following purpose. You know what I mean? Following things you're passionate about. You know what I mean? You know, you wanna have fun. You know what I mean? You want to have fun when you're making content. You know, some people are gonna like it, some people not. Some people are gonna not like it so much that they comment. However, I do want to show you guys something we're very proud of. We're going to show you how well it did on YouTube. All right, we're going to show you a picture right now. For content creators, you guys know that you can keep track of how well your videos are doing. This isn't something that I plan to often show you guys, but it's a little milestone. And right now, the visual isn't ideal. However, I do have it on my phone. And that's no shade to Blacksmith whatsoever. That's just how the font came out. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna read it off to you how well it did, and maybe it's whatever. It is what it is. I'm proud of it. So it got like 10.3 thousand views, which has never happened for any of my videos, which is pretty cool. 61 likes, 19 comments, and all of them are negative. No, I'm just fine. But got 4 shares, and then ended up getting 6 new subscribers from that, you know? And then if we move forward, there's another photo we're going to show you. Another analytic that we're going to show you is pretty much how long how long it kept people interested. So it's like a 14-second video, and it shows that I don't care about that shit. Get to the comments. Yeah, you hear that, Blacksmith? That shit was weird. It's almost like somebody was talking through the camera or something. Either way, never mind. But yeah, it's cool. People actually watched all of it. It says 122% of it was watched 122%. As far as, you know, instead of having people watch 9 seconds and clicking off saying I'm gonna watch something else. But it's cool. It's just a little milestone, a little personal milestone where I'm like, all right, made a video where everybody who watched it watched 100% of it and even rewatched it. And then, you know what I mean, we got some good numbers. So a little celebratory clap for that. Man. All right, moving forward. You know what I mean? We're gonna get into the comments. Once again, you know what I mean? Mom, if you watching, don't take this jump personal. You raised a strong boy. He good. Got some thick skin. All right. First comment, we're gonna pull it up right now. All right. This gentleman, and there's a reason why I kept the name up. We're gonna get into that. This one was on Facebook, by the way. So you know what I mean? I post on my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok. Just to expand the reach of the message, so to speak, or whatever we're talking about. This is regarding the same clip that we showed you guys. His response to it was, "Keep your card and kiss our ass. We don't need permission to say whatever we want. We don't need permission to say whatever we want. Can't do shit about it." All right. Once again, as we covered on the episode, we understand that white people say nigga. We understand it. When am I gonna fight every white person that says nigga in my vicinity? Yes, there's a level of there's emotions attached to that. You know what I mean? Because once again, as a black person, if you hear a white person, whether it's to another white person or whether it's to a black person or whether they're saying it to you in a sense of camaraderie, you know what I mean? If a white person says the word nigga around you and you usually don't, you don't usually go for that, you feel a little offended from the sense of, why do you feel basically, what am I, soft? Like, you feel like I'm a safe nigga? Is that it? All right. Reason why I brought that up. Reason why I brought that, showed you that the person's name. Of course, we're going to show you the comments. Reason why I showed you the name is because Mike Terry like to find out who talking shit. You know what I mean? When I see comments like that, you know what I mean? I click on the profile and try to see if it's valid or not. And what I found was this. A fake profile. Nigga didn't even have a cover photo. We can't show you the whole up and down page, but the nigga didn't have any friends on it at all. And it seemed like it was made recently. You know what I mean? So this person created a fake profile just to talk shit. I won. All right, we're going to keep going. We're going to keep moving. And this is not, my intention is not to feed into negativity or, you know what I mean, to, this shit is funny to me, is the point. Let's just say it from that perspective. You know what I mean? One thing I've noticed is I can talk about, building yourself up, being better. I could talk about, different things about comedy, tricks to the trade. We could, invite people to come in and, plug their new album and, you know what I mean? Talk about what comedy shows they got going on. But if you talk about race, it seems to piss people off. It seems to get people to feel so riled up that they got to type about it. And we're here for it, because, I'm black, Blacksmith's black, and we're undefeated. So, all right, we're going to go to the next comment. Let me see. Which one we got next? All right, this one right here. So this one was on YouTube, right? So for one of the first comments on YouTube, matter of fact, the guy said, the president that had their dad. Okay, slow down, man. I get a little excited trying to get all this shit out. The president that had their dads locked up, right? And like I think 8 people liked this shit. And when I saw that, I was like, oh, y'all agree? Y'all agree with this nigga? Like it? Now, once again, we're not going to show that part, but I did end up responding to that person, just saying, I do understand that he passed the bill for the 3 strikes and you're out rule when he was in presidency. My dad didn't go to jail though, nigga, so I don't know who the fuck he talking about. But
okay, so that's what he was saying. Because when I originally first looked at it,
yeah,
I was looking like had his dad's locked up. I'm like, damn, Clinton had his dad locked up? Like, the fuck? Oh, yeah. So, yeah, that one went over my head at first. I'm like, I had to keep reading it. I'm like, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah, the 3 strike rule. But, I mean, we was just having a discussion. I mean, it's hit and miss. But, I mean, if your dad is being repetitive with doing criminal shit, then, yeah, after a while, it should be, hey, motherfucker, nah, you keep your ass up in it. Obviously, you didn't learn your lesson.
Right.
I mean, to each his own. Yeah, everyone gonna have a different, opinion on it. But there are certain crimes to where you continue to do these things. Why should we continue to allow you to have some freedom? For you to turn right around and keep doing the same thing. You're a repeat offender at this time. Like, you haven't learned your lesson the first 2 times.
Right.
To even think about it, to say, damn, if I do this one more time, that's life in prison. Like, I'm done.
Yeah.
You don't even give a fuck about that.
Right.
So, I mean, yeah, everyone's going to have a different point of view on it. It depends. Maybe that's why this person did it. Maybe they parent, got that 3rd strike and they're like, shit, I ain't got my dad no more, nigga.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah, So.
Jeez, where is it? Okay, here we go. I replied to it and then somebody replied to me. Somebody said, at Mike on YouTube 7, claiming a pedo is not a joke. It's sad. That's why nobody gets your joke. And then I immediately said unto myself, well, 61 people got the joke. 61 likes on the bitch. Unless it was ironically liked. But either
pedo?
Yeah. Which I didn't. I looked it up. I'll look it up some more, but I didn't see anything saying that he was a pedophile.
So you're calling Clinton a pedophile?
Yeah, they're saying he's a pedophile.
Yeah.
Pedo.
So yeah, if you listening, person who put that comment, yeah, please send us a link to that information or whatever so we can see exactly what it is you're talking about. I mean, because I don't, other than getting his dick sucked in the White House, he probably did some shit in college or something when he was younger. Yeah. That has nothing to do with him being president, but I'm quite sure all that shit would have came out when he was running. To my knowledge, I don't remember any of it. But, I mean, it could have been some stuff. I mean, no, do I agree with somebody being a pedophile? Something like, no. I have young kids, I have grandkids, I have daughters, So, yes, no, I do not condone somebody being a pedophile. But give us some supporting facts, some information on that.
Yeah. And before we move forward, if we can, Blacksmith, let's show them the clip one more time. Just to see, just to show people how far this shit got dragged. We're going to show you some examples of who I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Bill Clinton. Young people might not know this, but this was our very first black president. Once again.
Yeah.
Once again. Just.
But I mean, and you have other black people who actually say the same thing. That was our first black president. He did more black shit than any president, before Barack. Yeah. Probably still did more black shit than Barack. So, like I said, he got his dick sucked in the White House. I mean,
and this ain't, of course, no shade to Barack. Nobody said, hey, fuck Barack. This is who we claim. None of those words happened. Just said this was our very first black president. You know what I mean? All right.
And we had that conversation, before we started the show.
Yeah.
Where, again, if anybody got something to contradict what we're saying and got something to validate what they're gonna say or have to say, but Barack didn't have any type of scandals while he was president.
Right.
You know what I mean? Didn't cheat on Michelle, didn't beat his kids. I mean, only most niggerish shit that I known that he did in the White House was put a motherfucking swing set out on the lawn. That was about it. You know what I mean? For his kids.
Yeah.
Fuck going to Disneyland every day. You gonna sit out here and you gonna swing on the swing set and me and the Secret Service gonna watch you.
Right.
I mean, that was about it. So, I mean, but if anybody know of some scandals or something, that's the only thing I really can commend him on. Like, hey, he was first black president. And was on his P's and Q's. Didn't have nothing you can say about him other than the fact that you didn't like him because he was black, and he was the first black president. That was it. As far as the research and homework that I've done. But if anybody got something to counter that or contradict that to say otherwise, please hit us up. Let us know.
Yeah, comment at Mike on YouTube. And to add to that, don't let it. Fuck, my brain be doing other shit when I try to remember. Hold on. It's coming back. Hold up. Talking about Barack Obama, talking about him being on his P's and Q's, and talking about no scandals. Hold on.
Still didn't trigger it, huh?
Not yet. I'm trying to jumpstart the memory. It was to his credit. Oh, yeah. So, lawmaking, right? Please remember, they were not trying to pass his bills. They were not trying to let this motherfucker make laws and get them passed. It wasn't even like it was bad freaking laws. One thing we're grateful for, he contributed to. I don't think it got passed until he was out of office. But they smoking weed wasn't as vilified. You know what I mean? I remember there was, he was doing some kind of speech or press conference or something like that, and he was saying, by the way, leave the weed smokers alone. You know what I mean? Like, there's other crimes that are more serious and stuff like that we could be focusing on. But yeah.
And again, it is just my opinion, but I think the weed smoking issue came in effect because the government just didn't understand, couldn't figure out a way that they can profit from it.
Okay.
So, hey, we're not going to make this shit legal if it ain't going to benefit us. We got to find some way for this shit to benefit us if we're going to make it legal.
Yeah.
So,
now here we are, 2024.
Exactly.
There's a dispensary right down the street. right down the
Exactly.
street.
They figured out the formula.
Ain't gonna lie, they got good deals too. I spent $20. You got 2 blunts. I was surprised. Like, all right, this is all right. Yeah. So there's some more that I want to say about Clinton that I'm trying to hold off until until we read all the comments and stuff like that. But once again, I'm going with the flow, in the sense of I did look up before I did this episode, before I got here today to the office. I did go ahead and research Clinton and stuff like that. Research these claims as far as him being, we can't say certain words on YouTube because it'll be, I guess, banned, or you'll get copywritten, your video get taken down. So we got to say different words. Grape. You know what I mean? You put the G, you take the G off, you'll understand what I'm saying. So I typed that in, ended up seeing something. I did not go off Wikipedia because I know that that's not a valid place to get your information from. But the information I came across was that about 4 women had came forward and claimed that Clinton had sexually assaulted them. And the article was dated 2017. And once again, this is not information that came out while he was running. This is not something that came out in the 90s. I remember it was at this moment, I can't tell you the exact date that all this information was released, but I would say probably in the past, maybe the past 10 years, perhaps around that. But from what I read, one lady accused him of sexual assault, of raping her, and I think it was somewhere in the 70s. I believe it was 74 or 78, if I remember correctly, which is before he became president in the 90s. Possibly in some college shit. Once again,
college.
Once again, we are not condoning rape.
No.
We are not condoning sexual assault. We are not.
No. She's saying he raped her or just groped her.
No, we can't say that word.
I'm sorry.
Say grape.
Okay, well, he graped her.
Like but she was saying that he raped her. But
yet none of this came out when he was running, while he was president.
Yeah.
Nobody got wind of this.
The article stated that when these claims were brought up, I think it was around Trump and Trump and Clinton running for president, Hillary. So they were saying, like, she was defending her husband, stuff like that, shooting down these claims,
But again, it didn't come up while he was running for president.
Right.
Hell, while he was, wasn't he some type of Congress dude or something before he even became president?
Yeah.
So even nothing before none of that.
Right.
This wasn't even heard of.
Yeah. So it was.
I'm sorry, I got called cap.
Yeah.
So, if anything, you're gonna try and taint this man's image, especially if he's trying to run for the top position of our country. Mm-hmm. Even if he was a little low budget politician. How many of them you heard? Look at what was my man's name? Was it Clarence Thomas?
Right. I think
slapped that black lady ass, pinched that ass, smacked her on the ass or some shit like that. Damn, I think his name was.
I was thinking of the dude who, what was it? In Living Color made a video or a sketch about some dude snorting coke. He was a mayor, but that was
another one. Yeah, but I think it was Clarence Thomas who was some black lady who just started working there, and a lot of comedians made jokes about it. Saying he was married to a white woman, he ain't had no ass at home, so he saw that big black fat juicy black ass and he smacked it. Welcome to the job, baby. Right. So even that got out.
Okay.
So you telling me if Clinton raped somebody, nothing was said?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I gotta call cap on that one.
Again,
not that I don't condone anybody, raping nobody, but If you ain't, I gotta call cap on that. I'm sorry. Could it be true? I mean, look at Bill. Shit, Bill was doing it for a long time, but again, nobody said nothing.
Right.
So,
for example,
is it possible? Yeah, but Bill wasn't running for nothing either.
Right, during the time, yeah.
Yeah. So
it reminded me of I don't mean to cut you off. It reminded me of Bill Cosby in a sense of
that's what I'm saying.
Accused.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
But that's what I'm talking about.
He was accused, and then yes, he ended up going to prison for some time. And then what happened after that? Females came forward.
Everybody was coming out the woodwork.
Do it. Yeah, he didn't do it and stuff like that. But this man already spent years in prison. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and say there's a whole big conspiracy theory against Bill Clinton. But, you know what I mean? I'm just saying that taught me, for one reason, you can't believe everything that you hear, especially right out the gate. The details matter. You know what I mean?
Even the R. Kelly, I don't condone nothing, but at the end of the day, where was these parents?
Right.
When your teenage daughters or young daughters was going to this man's house or studio sessions or wherever they was at, as messed up as it is, whether the parents got paid or the kids got paid, however it happened. I mean, one, you can't rape the willing. I'm sorry. But you can't, again, do I condone it? No. Because, I mean, you're talking little girls. Again, I have, I have daughters. So, but regardless of how famous you are, I'm not going to, hey,
right.
Give me some money. Yeah, here go my daughter.
I don't know if we could be that big of a fan.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. So, again, I think same way they arrested these parents just got convicted of the boy that did the school shooting. His parents just got 10 to 15. I think charges should have been brought up on these parents, with the R. Kelly situation.
Yeah.
You were there. You knew what was going on. You basically took some hush money. Where's your accountability? But another story for another time.
Yeah, it also reminds me of what Cat Williams had said something where he was regarding, I think he was speaking on the Wanda situation where she was talking about his, not his convictions because he wasn't convicted, but he was, arrested, went to jail, not prison. But he was saying, one thing they do as far as the media, they'll tell, they'll make stories about he's accused of doing this, he's accused of doing that. But when you go to court and the facts come out and, the ruling is, okay, he's not guilty. What they don't do is keep the same energy to say, actually, you know what, we got that one wrong.
No, yeah, exactly. Of course not.
So that stigma of he's accused of stays out there. So I looked it up. I didn't see anything. And we'll get to a point where we ain't got to keep freaking revalidating, but we're not condoning it. But at no point did I see convicted of rape. You know what I mean? So, and I get it. It's common for nowadays. I've done it where I just see a story and I talk about it on the podcast. Or, I talk about it with friends, or I used to end up believing it. But, I've learned, and I remind myself the details matter. You know what I mean? We can't just go off what we see all the time. Because remember, the news is lying to you too. You know what I mean?
Supposed to be innocent until proven guilty, but it's really guilty until you prove yourself innocent.
And why are we saying these things? Because we stand for the truth. We don't stand for rape. We don't stand for all these other heinous crimes. We stand for the truth. Just to further clarify before we go into these further comments, neither one of us stand for rape, stand for sexual assault. Nobody's condoning that shit. We got female family members, you know what I mean? I got nieces and, sisters and all that. Why the fuck would we condone that? We're not sitting here talking. People are going to misunderstand. And some people have made a decision to misunderstand. Mm-hmm. So stand on what you stand on. You know what I mean? Understand that. And make sure you keep your intentions pure as best as you can. So, once again, attention behind the video was to make content that was funny, that was entertaining, that was intriguing, that would get people wanting to watch and wanting to comment. And I believe we did just that.
Yeah, spark some hella conversation, I say.
Yeah. Now, from the comment section, they took that content, they took that little video and put it in a whole different direction. Mm-hmm. Talked about something we were not talking about, which is common nowadays. You know what I mean?
To veer from the actual conversation, which was just saying, hey, the black card, being able to say, nigga, when other than behind closed doors,
right,
in the company of your own at home,
yeah.
When is it okay for you to say that word? Most people will say, hey, it's not okay.
Right.
But like you broke down in the episode, hey, you're a white person that grew up around some black people. Hey, they give you that pass. You know what I mean?
Some people
Bill is cool.
Yeah.
You know, he can say nigga around us niggas who know him.
Right. And some people leave that part out.
Yes.
Around your friends, motherfucker. You know?
Yes.
You're thinking you got an extended warranty on your pass and shit. You gotta. But now that we've clarified and refocused what the episode was about, let's go to these fucking comments. All right, let's pull up the next one, Blacksmith. Okay, here we go. Wait, y'all claiming him? Hell yeah, we don't want him. I didn't know white people were so angry about Bill Clinton. I didn't know that they felt this way. I'm pretty sure that's not a black person saying that.
Well, yeah, saying we don't want him. Yes, that's definitely was his people.
Yeah. Let's see. I ain't really got much to add to that. That's just.
But y'all see how we feel now, because there's some people that y'all throw on us that we don't claim.
Right. We don't really. Only thing we take pride in. I don't mean to cut you off.
No, you good.
O.J. Simpson, right?
Thank you. You was reading my mind. You was reading my mind.
Don't really fuck with O.J. All right. No, pause. Right.
Exactly.
Here we go. Post murder. Right. Post. Mm-hmm. I mean, you know. Everybody, from what I heard, this is before my time. I was born in 91. As far as I know, this shit was happening around that time frame. Great football player.
Yes.
Heisman Trophy winner, Super Bowl, rushing yards, I believe, record holder. And then, you know what I mean? That whole trial happened. Only thing we took pride in was that a nigga
got away with it. Yes.
Sorry.
That was it.
That was it.
He was that one that got away with it.
Right. We got one. It was fucked up.
Yes.
But we got one. You know what I mean?
He got away with it. And even everybody know he got away with it.
Right.
We were still upset with him when he came out with a fucking book that said, if I would have done it.
Right. Now
so we like, nigga, if you would shut the fuck up.
Right.
You got away with it. Go cry your ass in a hole or something and just chill. Let motherfuckers forget about you.
Right.
you can say you did what somebody else, not nan other nigga is ever gonna do again, probably in my lifetime.
Right.
You got away with not one but 2 murders. Was it okay? No.
Right.
Are we condoning what he did? No.
Yeah.
But we can at least say, hey, in my lifetime, I watched a nigga get away with double murder.
Right.
I actually watched a nigga who there was no witnesses, no evidence, no nothing, get away with double murder, but yet watch about 4, 5, 6 policemen on a videotape beat the shit out of an unarmed black man and got away with it.
Right.
With videotape.
And it's still happening.
Yes.
That shit is happening with body cams now. All that motherfuckers is and
big difference. Y'all get away with shit with video evidence.
Right. So that's why we took
yes.
a level of pride in, oh shit, nigga got away with one.
Exactly.
We got one.
Exactly.
That's why. And for the people who, you know what I mean? We'll make sure if we clip that one, we put that whole.
Yeah. Because it wasn't personal for y'all, but it was personal to us.
Right.
You know, that definitely was a nigga moment for us.
Right. All right, let's keep going. All right, we're going to go to the next comment. Let's see what we got. All right, here we go. Those who qualify for the Black Pass, black people. Those who don't, everybody else. All right, one nigga cracked the joke. All right, good. We got one. We got one that understood and participated. I like that one. I actually like that comment. I'm sure that person will see it. All right. All right, let's move over to the next one. Let's see what else we got. Like anybody gives a fuck. I like this one. This was funny, but I understand that person got pissed off because we was talking about the Black Pass. You know what I mean? And I think that goes into what the first person said. We don't need permission to say whatever the fuck we want. On a side note, right? I'm not going to name him. Still like this person. There was a comedian who was like, you know what I mean? He was doing comedy and he was like, you know, certain lyrics are music lyrics to me. You know what I mean? It's not me making a statement. This is not the joke verbatim. This is just how I remember it. He was saying, I love DMX. When I'm playing DMX in the car, I'm saying all the words. Like I'm not restricting my, especially when I'm good. Like I'm looking around and I'm
alone by myself.
Yeah, you damn right. I'm saying that. Like when
I'm niggas.
Right?
Yeah, it's coming out.
And I've never gone to a concert, but I've seen videos of a concert where there are obviously white people there too. Sometimes possibly a majority of the audience, and when the N-word is in the song. And the person puts the mic out, yes, they are saying nigga. Hopefully none of them are, you know what I mean, reverting back, nigger, and you know what I mean, hitting that hard R, but.
And I think that's a passable moment. That's a moment where, right. You know what I mean, you get a pass.
Yeah.
You at a concert, everybody's like, yeah, you're in the moment, it's, you know, the music, you're vibing with the song, and yeah, of course you're gonna say it.
The intention is clear in that moment.
Yes.
Let's nigga got a clan outfit. Then that's
exactly. But have I been to, you know, events, white events per se, and you know them songs come. Even the DJ, you know, where you got a black DJ playing some of them songs, and that word come up. And he leaving the word in there. He don't have the clean version. He got he got the dirty version flowing.
Yeah.
So when that word come up, you know, everybody looking at him, you know,
right.
do their own bleep outs. So,
right.
You know,
I give it up from a.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm lost in the dance right now. I didn't even know what that next part was. I'm just.
You know, so I mean, something like that's a little different. But you're at an actual DMX concert.
Yeah,
of course. Even if you try not to do it, you're gonna slip up and say it.
Right.
Cause you in a crowd full of niggas and you're in that moment. Everybody yelling it. So you just gonna continue with the flow. Especially if you got some drinks involved too. Oh yeah, nigga coming out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's definitely coming out. My nigga. Like, yeah, you definitely gonna be in the moment of the song.
At the top of your lungs.
Yeah.
Might have a vein coming out when you say that shit. But as we proceed, man. Yeah, just shedding some understanding on this situation, by the way. You know what I mean? Once again, this is rooted in comedy. You know? Yeah, I don't think I need to make a whole statement right now. Let's move on to the next one. Let's see what else comment we got. All right, here we go. This one, this one caught my attention a little bit. It's embarrassing. Basically, you are saying you are trash if you claim Bill Clinton. Another L. I wish the black community wanted better for themselves. Now I represent the black community. All right. Wow. Now I'm making a statement. Now I'm saying I'm trash. Could we pull up the video one more time, Black?
I missed the press conference, man.
Yeah. Here we go. We're gonna show you some examples of who I'm talking about. Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Bill Clinton. Young people might not know this, but this was our very first black president. Where did you hear the word trash, bitch? No. No. All right. But no, that one caught my attention. This person made a statement. Like, I think we had another person who called who understood the assignment. Let me make sure. I think this is still readable. So he saw me post about it, and it was funny. He had commented from the bottom. I'm gonna read from the bottom to the top because that's the order. He commented, "I submitted my application. Still haven't heard back. I currently have Mobb Deep Shook Ones Part 1 heavy in my rotation on my phone, and I'm married to a white woman." I responded, "This is the second middle. I'm gonna talk to the people up top and see what I can do about that application. You got enough requirements." You know what I mean? He then responded, "I appreciate anything you can do." This is the second comment from the top. "I appreciate anything you can do. I just picked out all the raisins out of my wifey's potato salad. I'm working as hard as I can over here." I then responded, "I'm gonna put a good word in for you." That's common.
Yes. He said he picked out all the raisins out the potato salad.
Right. This man do the assignment, man. Shout out Dan Garrett, man. Shout out to him. Don't you come for him. What did they say? Protect him at all costs.
Yeah, I like that one.
Yeah, that was cool. I like that one. Hold up, I did get some from TikTok, by the way. I didn't send them, but I'm just gonna pull them up real quick. Nowhere near as angry and hateful as and by the way, I'm not reading all of these. Not reading all of the comments that I got. Some of them weren't worthy of. It wasn't worth it. You know what I mean? It wasn't worth it to have to bring up. All right, here we go. No, okay, that was this one. What we're referring to right now was who qualifies for the Black Pass. I did a video. Yeah, this one was regarding. I made a little clip about the levels and privileges of the Black Pass, where I said you can say nigga up to 5 times a year, right? And one person responded, "What percentage of black do you lose for the right to say the N-word?" That's my cue. My bad. I'm reading that wrong because it's in all caps. Here we go. "What percentage of black do you lose the right to say the N-word? That's my question." And I left them on red. The other person understood the assignment. Said, "Do you have any premium passes or hard R passes?" Asking for a friend. And then I replied, "There is a premium pass. There is a premium pass. However, it does not include hard R coverage." All right. But I'm just sharing with the group. You know what I mean? It's just interesting, man. I don't know. I'm not taking any of this personal. You know what I mean?
So, at the end of the day, we all know, does racism exist? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it here to stay? Obviously. I'm not going to say we've, embraced it, accepted it. Because, technically we shouldn't have to. And this is just my personal opinion.
Right.
It's funny, we are frowned upon, looked down upon, but yet there's so many races that want to be like us.
Right.
So I just find that hard to believe. So are you just trying to down us so you can try and replace us, quote unquote? Replace, like, well, right. What's the end game here? At the end of the day, yeah. One life is too short. Nobody's promised tomorrow. We're all, gonna be on this earth for whenever our higher powers call us home. And, really feel, we should really make the most of it, man, to leave our mark on this world in a more positive, enlightening light than have to continue to go through something that should have been left in the past so long ago that is still just basically being relevant and current and talked about to this day. You know.
I was about to say, saying that to my brain. Once again, my brain will be like, "Oh, you trying to remember shit? I'm out, nigga." it'll do that sometimes. So it takes me a little time to jumpstart it, but
that's courtesy of the dispensary down the street.
Right. right. I'm on detox at the moment. Yeah. But yeah. So what's the point of this episode, man? I guess shed light on, stupidity to a degree. To shed light on the fact that something that can be, that is intended as a joke, can sometimes be interpreted different. But once again, keep your intentions pure. Know what you mean. Stand on what you stand on. Mm-hmm. You know, be willing to stand up for the truth, I guess. I'm not trying to make a whole statement necessarily, but don't let people bully you either, you know? No matter whether it's on a keyboard, whether it's in person, whether they white, black, taller, whatever, older, stand up for yourself. You know what I mean?
Well, let's be truthful. There's even black people who don't like the word nigger. So
right.
You know.
And black people who don't like black people.
Yes.
And, you know what I mean? There's different layers in that as well.
So we don't. You know? So let's just say, you know, there's those of us who look down upon us. Like, why are we using this word? Why are we embracing the word? No matter how we try to clean it up, clear it up, put it in context to where it's like, hey, it's a difference in the terminology, the way it's being used. You know, like I said, it's for most black people that use the word. So I'm gonna say for most niggas that use the word. It's basically like it's an action word. It's a fuck. Now I remember, what is it? You got adjectives, not like, you know what I mean. The word can be used for so many different things. Just like the word bitch.
Yeah.
You got women calling each other bitches all day, every day, but as soon as a man say it to him, like,
yeah.
You can hear the record, hear the record skip.
Yeah.
They turning around like The Exorcist. What you just called me? Like, right. But yet, I just heard you say it to you and your girlfriends called each other bitches every other word in the whole conversation and laughed the whole time. As soon as I go, bitch, please. Now it's, how dare you?
That word might be a little bit more exclusive than black than the N word, because black women, they got full access to the word nigga, but got even more access to the word bitch. Now they're still being called bitches. You know what I mean? Some dudes, you know what I mean? I guess they got the swagger where it's like, okay, he was raised in that environment where that's used to describe a woman or something like that. But
that's another one of those words to where, depending on how it's being used, you know if it's offensive or not. Especially when women using it to other women. Like I said, they can have full-fledged conversations. Oh, bitch, you crazy. Laugh the shit off. But as soon as something gets serious, bitch, that tone, it's the tone of the word change where you know, okay, this ain't that type of bitch. This a little more soft. Yeah, this bitch got this bitch got serious now. Right, you know what I mean? Like, this not just became a serious bitch now. Right, so and it's the same with the word. I mean, for most black folks, it's nigga, N-I-G-G-A, or N-I-G-G-A-A-H, however you want to say it. Right. You know, but so for us, it's, you know, it's not with the ER. The ER is the negative of the word, which makes us have an attitude. Right. it's the difference in the word. I mean, even though we can call each other nigga, same with the bitch word.
Right.
We can say nigga, you know, hey, what's up, my nigga, this and that. Or, you know, shit gets serious. Nigga. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
You know, it's the tone in the word. In which how it's used. To where you know where it's like, oh, all right, this nigga going left.
Right.
You know, this ain't the right nigga. This the other nigga, you know. But yeah, to me, this is something, man, that definitely needs to stay talked about. I'm glad you actually did the episode. I actually like the feedback. To me, a lot of it was hilarious, like you said. You know, some people got the assignment, some people get it. They know there was nothing malice or malicious behind it.
Right.
You know, it was all in fun and entertainment. And I like it. I like pressing those buttons, you know, because at the end of the day, you're gonna see the truth come out of, you know, certain people. It's gonna come out of them.
Yeah.
You know, at that point, tell me how you really feel.
Right.
You know. So
Some
yeah, I enjoy it, man. I enjoyed this one.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you being here. You know, you definitely contributed to the conversation as well. Like, you know, like there's I'm not trying to go down the whole list of derogatory comments, but there's some history with like being called boy as a black person. You know what I mean? Coming from the South. You know, like I remember there was a video. I remember watching I don't know the name of the movie, but it was a black dude. I think he was walking on a dirt road with his family. You know what I mean? And a white dude had called him, you know, he called him boy. And his whole demeanor changed and shit like that. And he was sitting in the church and his daughter was looking at him and he wasn't able to get into the service. He was in his head about it. And it's you know what I mean? It's speaking down to, you know what I mean? It's like, you know, basically I think it goes back to,
and it's the tone, but it's that tone of how you say it.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, well, yeah, boy, I mean.
And some white people are still aware of it and still, you know what I mean, use that shit as a spade hand. And that word in itself. Yes. Once again, boy. Not trying to go down the whole list.
Yes. Even you people. That
right.
To me, that is that offends me. Okay. You know, how it's being said to me. Oh, you people are all alike. So I'm like, oh, who the fuck is you people?
Right.
Now you gotta elaborate on that one. Who the fuck is you people?
Hey, well, I'm talking about
like, yeah, like what the fuck are you talking about? Who the fuck are you people?
Right.
So now you gotta explain that. So there are certain words where, yes, if it's said to you a certain way, will make you think a certain way.
Right.
Because of the tone, the context of how it's being said to you, how it's being spoken to you, is going to make you think a certain way. You know, that it is.
And, you know, it's, once again, as we talked about on the episode, every race has their list of words that, you know what I mean? It's a hair trigger. And some are more sensitive than others. Some, like I'm sure, like I work with a lot of Vietnamese people, and I see them laugh and joke, and I'm like, I bet they got a word that's in their language for their culture that's, whether it's equal or it's just at least relatable enough to the word nigga that they call each other. I'm sure, unless they just, you know what I mean, doing way better than us, where they're like, hey, we you know, but
it's like white women. Please chime in, hit us up, let us know.
Right.
What is the disrespect with the word cunt? I don't understand that. I mean, there's granted, I can never fix my mouth to say the word cunt, but I know that that's an offensive word, you know, to mainly white women.
Okay.
I think call a black person a cunt, they gonna look at you like, the fuck is that? Like,
right.
The fuck is a cunt? You better out calling them a bitch.
Yeah.
So I know that's really something that's negative towards, you know, women that aren't of color.
Okay.
So yeah, please, like let us know, like what is it about that word that triggers y'all to that you know, to that state.
By the way, people chime in, throw comments on the YouTube page. You know what I mean? If you're listening on the radio, listen out C2C Radio, the app, the website. Appreciate you. I'm sure you can, like the videos on there. Like the video. Let me do the whole outro. If you like this video, go ahead and click the like button. Let us know. You know what I mean? And remember, when you click the like button, when you interact with the content, it gets pushed out to more people so that they can see it. You know what I mean? YouTube, the algorithm says, all right, this is doing well. People are enjoying this. And they push it out to more people so more people can see it. You know what I mean? Maybe one day we start making some money. I'm sure that day's coming. But that's not why we're doing it. We chasing purpose. All right? Next thing. Go ahead and subscribe to the YouTube channel, C2C Indie Radio. Click that notification bell so you can be notified every time we post a new video. Got more stuff coming, people. Possibly, maybe most importantly, make sure you share this video. About to do my outro right there, but I just wanted to say once again, if you agree, you disagree. You know what I mean? If you have information that we don't have or that you think we should know, comment, interact. You know what I mean? We're not opposed to hearing new ideas or, you know what I mean, being exposed to a new way of thinking. You know what I mean? Go ahead and interact. As you see, we weren't too torn up about what some people had to say. In a nutshell, once again, let me just go ahead and accept that the episode's over. I appreciate you guys being here with us, watching wherever you are. Make sure you share this video to anybody who can use a laugh, who can use some education, and maybe even some motivation. And make sure you give yourself a round of applause, too. You just stepped outside the box.